Okay, yeah, so real quick, because we were talking about, like, GarageBand and whatever else and making our own music. I've made music and whatever else for this career forever, just fucking around. And then for school projects and everything, I would always do whatever. College, I made some music for Carmen Castro. I made a song for her. That's how we became friends, because we liked each other's thing from Shelly's class. And it was a song that I did for mine. But, so I've done different music with, like, keyboards and guitars and my own voice, etc. for a long time in GarageBand and just not recording, you know? Recently, I was like, I gotta get back into it. I don't have GarageBand on a computer that I want to use, and I don't want to pay for anything else. So not sponsored. I used BandLab, and it's this thing where it's like GarageBand sort of thing, but it's like online, internet based, but free, and it has like effects and everything like GarageBand, and it's really, really fun. So I tried to make a couple instrumentals a couple months ago, and it went well, but I was using my own stuff, and they aren't bad. I like them still, but I was just like, man, I'm not feeling these as much as I should be. I made like 2, I think, and then I did a couple songs, like, you know, lyric rap stuff over it, and what do you call it? I lost my train of thought, so it's epic.
You were using BandLab?
Yeah, so I did 2 songs real quick, and then I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna try to make some more instrumentals. And when I did it, I was looking up a video on how to do it, something like that, and I found out that BandLab has a gigantic fucking royalty-free, loop sample library, and I'm like, yeah, and it's organized by like different categories of genre, etc. And there's anyone's, so you just drag them in, and then you can drag the effects and stuff, and the effects sound really good, and it's just pretty easy to use. So anyway, I made one instrumental that was, we can just throw it up on the screen wherever it's going, this cover, and it was called Reaching for Home. It was the first one I did, and it came out as a single, you know, just instrumental, and I was really stoked on it. I sent it to him and Joe, and they listened to it, and they're like, that was pretty good. I did end up changing that one for the real song. I put a break in the middle, but I did that test one, and I really liked the sound, and I was like, dude, this is awesome. I'm gonna make a ton more of these tomorrow, because it was late as shit. So I woke up the next day, and then I did like 4 instrumentals. But for that, like, next week, every day I would make like anywhere from 1 at least a day, but I would go from like 2 to 5-ish instrumentals, and I did like 11 songs right off, and then I'm like, awesome. So I started I'm like, all right, I'm putting this out as an instrumental album. Cross back to this at the end of album covers. I take photos always in my mind as an album cover, so I just have all these photos that I have saved, and I'm like, oh, I remember what I wanted that. So I made each song on the instrumental its own single cover with no words on, I don't think on any of them, maybe one, and then put them all out one by one with a video for it too, not like a video. And then at the end, all of them are on the cover of the album cover of the compilation. I've got 30 songs I did in like a week, all instrumentals, but then after that, I took the first 11 songs and turned them into full songs with me on them, singing, rapping, whatever. And I haven't got to put those out yet, but I have Volume 2 and Volume 3 done of that, and out of those, Volume 2 is my favorite, because there's just, you heard a couple of them. Like, the only people that have heard them, honestly, are my parents, because my dad listened to the instrumental album in his car for a while, and then my actual one, the first, like, test of it, they've listened to, and they liked it. I know they're objectively my parents, but...
look at my parents, dog. They hate everything about me, man.
Man, fuck your parents, dude.
I agreed, but I'm just saying, like, they aren't just liking it because they're your parents.
Exactly. I'm just saying objectively, somebody's like, oh, it's your parents, of course, but, like, you know, they'd be like, nah, man, that shit don't slap. But that's been very fun, and, like, just... the people that listen to me are like, dude, this is really cool. And the videos I've been doing when I use my own music, I put out a couple in the background from Volume 1, but most of them has just been shit from Volume 2 and 3 that no one's heard. And it's like, link in the bio for instrumental. That shit's nowhere, because I haven't put it out. So like the Pumpkin Reap Slays the Halloween show this year, the intro for that was just called a file from November 2021 I did with BandLab when I first tried it, called like Stutter Game Boy. And I liked it, and it just happened to kind of sound spooky when it changes. And that's that. And then the outro song is track 7 on Volume 2, and it's called Accordion to Plan, like according to plan, because I made this awesome song, like instrumental. And then at the very end of it, when I was scrolling through stuff in the sample library, I was just stuck on a giant block of fucking accordion. I'm like, who the fuck wants to use an accordion? No one. But as the song was done, I'm like, fuck it. I bet I can throw an accordion sound in there and make it sound awesome. I did, and it's like at a certain spot in the song when it, like, you know, each little bar as it repeats, it's there with like a reverb and some saturation and shit, and some tremolo where it goes left to right, and it totally ties the song together. It ties the song
just to medicine go down.
It ties the song together, and so I called it, instead of According to Plan, I called it Accordion to Plan, and that's the outro song that I've been using for Punkin' Replays.
And that's
off Volume 2. But like, it's been my own music, and it's been getting people like, yo, dude, the instrumental for the end of that song is really cool. Like, again, Kayla was like, dude, every time the little instrumental comes on and that I do a little dance, I'm like, dude, that's funny, that's awesome. Like, you know, I could have just never released that and never had that, like, little conversation.
Not to spoil anything, but like you showed me, what was that verse? verse like version 2 or version 1 of a song. I won't spoil anything.
Okay, you mean
yes.
the Water Boy. Okay. Yeah. I did kind of show you V1, 2, and 3, but I did 3 versions of a song for a different project that I have,
and it's really good. I really like.
Thank you. I gotta read. I guess if I retweak V1 and V4, but I would put it out as V1.
V1's pretty good. I like.
Dude, the bass is so good in it. I just gotta fix the vocals in
it. I'm not gonna play it or anything like that.
Yeah, no one has it. It's one copy right there. Can you take a hammer to the hard drive real quick?
No, but I'm just gonna put a video right here. Like, I was listening to that song whilst, like, in my head, my camera's zooming in on this little
I got you
thing here.
Where'd it go?
And I was like, oh my god, and like that's in my background as I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh, that's really good.
Yeah, and then it's right at my desk because that's how I do the shit. And you're like, man, I can imagine being high and listening to this, and that'd be really cool. I'm like, how the fuck you think I made it?
But it's really good, and not to spoil anything, but Nate and I have been working on Puzzle Valley together for 3 years, and it's recently done, almost going to be done. I'm literally working on it right now.
Literally working? He's working?
I finished this second edit recently, which means I'm moving on to the third edit, which is the end. And so there's a thing that I asked Nate to do for me at the end of it, song related, and the song's not done yet, and I'm sure you talked about releasing like other versions of it later.
Oh yeah, an alternate version, because one, I like put the chorus 10 seconds later than it should have been, so I put the second verse and the next chorus 10 seconds later. And I had all other lines that I had ad-libbed in it that they didn't fit when I removed the stuff around, and also just because they didn't fit. So I want to do my version of it, and then there'll be like the Puzzle Valley version of it, basically.
Yeah, and I was listening to it on repeat when I was doing the edit, because that's how I work with soundtracks. That's what I love about it. I was just really good. Like, I was genuinely, I hope this doesn't sound wrong, I was genuinely like, wow, that was really good.
No, you don't want to like think your friends are going to put shit out, but when they put something really good out, you're like, fuck.
Which is kind of the validation I'm hoping for when Puzzle Valley is over.
Yeah, exactly. The people that have watched it, though, like, even like when we were hanging out with Tim and Adele and them, he's like, Tim was like, it was kind of cool. It was really cool for me. I won't undersell this at all. It was really cool because we were all going to, and and Tim's like we had already said like, hi, I'm Nate and everything, but he's like, this is kind of weird for me because I've had this sort of pseudo relationship with you over the last however long, listening to Puzzle Valley and whatever else through DJ, and now I'm finally meeting you and talking with you in real life, but I feel like I've known you for a long time because it's just like the personality and how you edit shit and send it out there, and then like if he watches my own stuff too, which I don't remember if he does or not. Like
me
replays?
Or Tim?
No, Tim.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember what he did right before the screening?
I was high.
Okay. So during the screening, Tim did this really funny good bit where he searched both our channels for Halloween.
I remember, but I don't remember what videos.
He used a couple Minecraft videos from you.
Yeah.
And then he used the one where it's time to duel, but with me and you.
Yeah. The
on
Yugi
screen.
Clip.
It's time to duel. Then he also used a Halloween skit that I did several years ago.
Dude, that's like my favorite video.
And like, and then I remember Eddie when Tim surprised me. I heard Eddie in the back. He's like, "Thank God you're you, because if this was me, I'd kill myself." In a room filled with people watching my own content.
Dude, he's so wild.
I love Eddie to death.
Yeah, dude.
I make fun of Eddie, and me and him disagree on a lot of things. I love Eddie to death. He's like one of my best friends and a really good content creator if he would just fucking do it.